Anyone who drives through Peabody Square can easily recognize the monument in the center of the rotary. Not everyone, however, is well versed with what the monument represents. We spoke with John Wells, who has done extensive research on the history of the city of Peabody. He supplied us with some background on the monument.
The monument in Peabody Square represents the town's grateful remembrance to the Civil War veterans who made the supreme sacrifice in the Civil War for the town of Peabody. The monument was erected in 1881. The ground was first broken in November of 1880. The original dedication of the Peabody Press newspaper contained the list of all the soldiers and sailors in the Civil War that served in the town from Peabody. The figure on the top is Crawford's Statue of America, the Goddess of America, which is the same figure that's on top of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C.
Our next piece deals with the reconstruction of Peabody Square that will take place over the coming year. Dennis DeZoglio, Community Development Director of Peabody, will tell us about the plans for new traffic signals and the modifications which will alleviate traffic and safety problems in the square.
This is a plan of the Peabody Square area with the improvements. The Peabody Square is the #1 traffic problem in the city as far as accidents. The traffic counts and the accident levels are such that there was a need to do some safety improvements in the intersection. If you're coming down Central Street, you'll be able to take a free right-hand turn in front of the courthouse, which is now created by an island that will be constructed where the monument, which is currently in this location, will be moved back about 20 feet into this location here.
Despite cloudy skies and drizzling rain, the weather couldn't dampen the spark of excitement in Peabody Square last week. The Peabody Civil War monument was summarily dismantled and the time capsule contained within unearthed. Here's an in-depth look at what happened.
A familiar figure which can be seen every day in Peabody Square. Day or night, rain or shine, winter, spring, summer, and fall. In one day, the majority of the monument was dismantled. Piece by piece, the segments were secured with heavy belts and chains and lifted from their base by a crane. The segments were lowered onto a flatbed truck and strapped down. It was a slow and tedious process. Once all the pieces had been loaded onto the flatbed, they were trucked off to be sandblasted and held in storage. When construction of the monument's final resting place in front of the courthouse is complete, the restored monument will once again stand tall in Peabody Square. There was a large turnout at City Hall to witness the opening of the time capsule, which had lain secure within the heart of the Peabody Monument for over 100 years. Both young and old joined city officials for this historic ceremony. Mayor Peter Terigian spoke.
Newspaper, the Peabody Press, this is the original Jack Wells, city historian here, who had this November 10th, 1881.
There was this atmosphere of curiosity, awe, and nostalgia as the small metal box was brought in. It was slowly cut open, and the articles were each taken one at a time out of the time capsule. They were held up in front of the crowd and displayed on the table for the public to view.
It's the Canvas Centennial Celebration reception of Mr. Peabody. This is the history of Canvas by Hanson, 1848. John H. Sprain and Son, happening wholesale and retail, 558 560 Washington Street, established in 1817. That's Quebec, the North Shore, Massachusetts Bay, an illustrated guide, Marblehead Sales, Katy Beverly, Manchester by the Sea. This is Canvas. Magnolia, Washington, dated 1881, 4th edition, Salem, Mass. The Boston Daily Advertiser, Boston Friday morning, September 16, 1881, price 4 cents. These are Warren Fanning films for deposit in cornerstone of Soldier's Monument. This is a Warren stamp, $5. Maybe spur in the back. This is the Peabody Press, Peabody, Mass. 1 TV, December 14, 1881. This is a view of the city of Peabody. From Buxton Hill, 1877.
After the last few things were removed from the box, the mayor read the inscription at the bottom.
Duke, DA, and F.A. Caskin, ranges, cooking stoves, brick and portable hot air furnaces, plumbing, and all kinds of rubber, hose and couplings, water attachments to stoves, number 13 over. That's the courthouse.
People then lined up to take a closer look at the artifacts that were laid out upon the table. At the end of the day, the articles were collected, put into manila envelopes, and sealed with police tape. The envelopes were then placed back into the time capsule, and the collective group of artifacts will then be secured by the police until they will be on display at the George Peabody Museum.